Hi everyone, welcome back to Anmol Power BI Corner and this new series of how to learn Power BI from beginners to advanced level. In our earlier videos, we have already covered how to install Power BI Desktop and the basic interface of Power BI Desktop app. Now, in today's video, I will show you how you can import the data and what is the Get Data button in Power BI. So let's get started. So in the previous video we have covered the interface of Power BI Desktop app, and in that we have seen this Get Data button. So in this video we will only be focusing on this data section on the ribbon. So there is a button for Get Data, and beside that you can see some commonly used sources. So there is Excel workbook, the OneLake data hub. This is associated to the Microsoft Fabric, the newly launched Microsoft Fabric. Then we have the SQL Server and Dataverse and few recent sources. So let's say you have connected to few sources recently while working with your Power BI Desktop, so you can find that, and the one button for enter data. So let's say if you want to create a table manually in Power BI Desktop app, so you can click on this enter data button. This new window will pop up, and you can simply enter the column name. Let's name it as a demo. Then you can enter the data whatever you want to. You can add multiple columns like this, and you can enter some dummy data, and you can simply name this table. So let's name it as a demo table. So in this way you can directly load the manually created table into Power BI Desktop app. So this will take few seconds to get loaded into your Power BI Desktop app. Once it is loaded, you can click on this data pane, and you can see the data is getting loaded. Yes, so now the table will be appearing here in the data pane. You can expand this by clicking on this arrow. You will be able to see all the columns name, and if you want to see the data, like what this this table contain, then you can simply come to the left to the views, the table view. You have to click on this, and you have to click on the demo table. So you will be able to see the data we have manually entered earlier. All these rows are appearing here. In a similar way, let's say you have imported multiple tables. So the list will appear here on the right side. You can click on this, and the data preview will be available here. You will be able to explore all the columns and all the rows from this view. So this is the major use of the table view, and how you can import the manually created data. But let's say you have any other source. Let's say you want to export any let's say you want to import any Excel file. So you can click on this Excel workbook button, and from your folder wherever that file is located, you can select it and click on open, and that will import the file. Similar way, if you want to import the data from SQL Server, you can click on the SQL Server button. You have to enter the server name, then you have to enter the credentials. So you can see there is server name option, database it's optional, then the import mode or direct query mode. We will cover this later, what is the import mode and direct query mode, but I just want to give you the overview of how you can import the data. So once you enter the server name, you have to click on the OK button, and then you have to enter the credentials of your database, or you can connect with your Microsoft account. And this is about the commonly used source, but there are more than 180 plus sources available. So you have to click on this Get Data button and click on the More button, and then you will be able to see the list of all the sources which are available within Power BI. So what is sources? So these are all the platforms where data is stored. You can select any one of it, like whatever your requirement is. You can click on it. You have to enter the details which will be asked, and then simply you can import the data into Power BI Desktop app. So there are various files option available. So you can import a Excel file, you can import a CSV file, JSON file, or a PDF file. Then there are various databases available. You can import data from SQL Server, Oracle, IBM database, MySQL database, or PostgreSQL database. So these are various databases. Then there is particular section for Microsoft Fabric. This is the newly introduction in the recent Microsoft update. So there are warehouse, lakehouse, then data marts. Other than that, various other platforms are Power Platform, Azure, online services. So you can simply click on this get data button and explore these sources. But for a beginner level, what you can do is you can simply try to connect a Excel file, a CSV file, then a folder connector. You can try this, and you can try connecting the data, importing the data from the SQL server. So at the beginner level, this will be sufficient to learn this. And if you want to know, or if you want me to create a particular video on how we can import an Excel file or how we can connect the SQL database, then simply drop a comment and I will be happy to share that with you. Thank you for watching.